Hello, student, and I'm riding a bus to the in the Shing Tunnel, and then meanwhile, there's always a outdoor area in the middle of the Shing Tunnel. Here we go. Here we having the outdoor area now. And then you may curious that why there's an outdoor area because it's related to faulting. And right now I'm in the Shing Valley or Shing Gap as the Chinese name always talked it. And you can see I'm finding a drum on top of the Shing Tunnel, and that is not Shing Tunnel. It should be Shing Tunnel. Sorry about this. And then you can see along the Shing Tunnel, there's also a river or a fairly light pattern, which is like with a middle course or upper course because it's quite steep in relief, and also there's quite rocky for the stream. So accordingly, there's a lot of middle course upper course characteristic right here. And then but why there's a fairly light pattern here is also related to faulting. Is the faulting is extended along the Shing Tunnel as well as the Shing Valley. And you may see right here, I'm just turning around, and then this is the landscape of the Shing Tunnel next to the Shing Tunnel. When I'm going to fly higher, hey, hello, 5 higher please. Okay, I'm right there actually. Okay, I'm flying drone. You may find me. I'm just flying the drone underneath right here. Okay, and then you can see it's not a artificial river indeed, and it is a natural river because you cannot find a lot of artificial channel right here. And then right here is another way round, which is flying upper, flying higher, and then you can see there's a lot of fault line right here, okay, in the cliff of the next to the upper Shing Reservoir. Okay, this one in Chinese we will call it as the upper Shing Reservoir. Okay, 上城門水塘. Okay, the one that which is the river which is going to the lower Shing River, which is in Taiwan. But the upper Shing River, you may know that when you love to hike, and which is the main Shing Reservoir all the ways, which is in this Chunwan. And you can see the dam is quite high, and then it is almost 200 meters high indeed. So it really takes a lot of energy when you're going up to here. And then right here you can see there's a lot of mountain. One of them, indeed, it is actually the Shan. Okay, the tallest one indeed is Shan.
Also the outdoor section of the Shing Tunnel, and then you can find it's built along a gorge and or fairly light pattern, and then you can see right here there's a lot of erosion taking place, and then doing like a step-like pattern. And originally right there should be some waterfall as well right there. If you have taken the ride a bus that passing through the Shing River, maybe during the summertime, there are a waterfall that is next to the tunnel, the entrance of the tunnel, and then it should be right here. And then you can see there's still a lot of water, even this few days is not really rainy, and then you can see that there's a lot of erosion taking place, and then the valley is steep, and then you may find some perpendicular joint right there. Right here, this is called perpendicular joint. Maybe it's faulting, but I would better believe this is a perpendicular joint, because on my way back you can see the reservoir as well as the armor rock I have introduced to you previously right there, and then also the line rock. And you can see the Shing Valley is developed like this, and then I've just showed you in the Sanmun Zai video, and then it's totally attached. Okay, when I'm going to show you the Shingmun River, Shingmun channel, and then it's also attached with here. Okay, and finally after the line rock, this side will be the Kowloon. Okay, so the faulting is affecting our landscape, and then the Liu Tang is being developed right here, and then this is Taiwan and Shati Liu Tang.
You may ask, where am I exactly? Actually, you can find out in this Hong Kong geological map, and then throughout the Hong Kong geology map, and then you can find out right. It's hand, so sad. Wait a minute, and then you can find out. You can find out right here, and then I have to make all the geological map on, okay, and then you can find out right here, okay. There's a tunnel, Shing Tunnel, and in between the Shing Tunnel, the outdoor area is right here. So I'm in the area which is having a lot of pink area. So can you tell what kind of rock is it? Am I? As if you haven't forget what I've taught, actually, I've said that the urban area, Hong Kong urban area, most of the urban area is taking place next to the Plutonic rock, okay, which is next to the granite area. And then you can find out right here, there's a lot of granite, and then throughout the footage, you can find a lot granitic rock indeed, okay. And then from here, I can find out which is intervisible with the lion rock, okay. Lion rock 係咩啊？ Lion rock is right here, so that you can find out the whole area. The previous previous footage I have talked about, which is about the Armor rock and also the Lion rock, is also in the granitic area, okay. You can find out right here, and so the whole thing is granitic. But why we can find time motion? Because if you have a very good memory, you should remember that time motion is in another way round. It is in another type of rock, which is the tuff, and then but indeed this area is a relatively better area for the building of reservoir. Because why? The tuff is always harder, and then once we are going to build a dam right here, which is relatively easier to make the dam right here. Why? Because granite is relatively softer, and then we can build the dam right here to, and then the extraction cost and also the opening cost will be lower, okay. And then since we build a dam here, and then we can store a lot of water in this area, and then also for this reservoir we can overtake the whole drainage basin from the Daimosan. Right here you can see it is grassy hill, and then 草山啊，中文叫 okay. And then right here is one of the sharpest hill in Hong Kong, Lido Hill, 針山啊 okay. And then so we can collect all the water from this landscape, okay, from this drainage basin. So it's quite good. The water storage is quite high, okay. And if I haven't forget wrong, it used to be a largest reservoir in Hong Kong, okay, but I forget which is 50 decades or 60 decades already, okay. And throughout this Shing Mun Valley or Shing Mun reservoir, you can find out there's a lot of dotted line. And what is this kind of dotted line? Definitely this fault line. Then it's good for so you can find how good is it for the 14 line, and then you can find a lot of reservoir is going to build along the fault line. You can see the whole Shing Mun River is in the fault line. But what's more, what kind of area have been built up for the reservoir which is also having fault line? And also this one, Tai Lam Chung, okay. You can see Tai Lam Chung indeed is also granite, although it is granite, it actually providing a fault line also, and then it is also providing a good drainage basin for building up the reservoir. And other will be the Shed Big right here, okay, which is in quite far away, which is in the Lantau Island, okay. Anymore? There should be some, but I'm not going to tell you one by one, even though the Prophet Grove reservoir is also built up by the fault line. And also for the fault line, and also for the Tolo Harbour, and also the Prophet Grove reservoir, Okay, and also for the Sha-Tin Valley, I would like to remind you that the faulting is also very good for building, providing some flat land for development. Just like the whole Sha-Tin, you can see the whole Sha-Tin is built along the fault line. Actually, Mr. Leung live in somewhere right here. So, but luckily, Mr. Leung's home is not built in a fault line. If not, I'm vulnerable to what? Vulnerable to the weathering, and then I need to pay a lot of fee for the development. Okay, for the development of the slope. Okay, so you can see right here, there's a lot of fault line, lots of fault line, and lots of fault line, and then the Sha-Tin Valley or the Sha-Tin New Town is a good example that is built along with the fault line, and then fault line can provide some flat land for us to build up the new town, and also provide some valley for us to build up the reservoir. Okay, what's more, for here, actually, I've told you by this one, which is Marcy Chow. Along the Marcy Chow, you can find a Tolo channel. Okay, this Tolo channel also creating a very calm and not that having a lot of destructive wave, not really having a lot of destructive wave Tulu Harbor, and then right here always calm. Okay, even for during the typhoon times. Okay, the wind is not quite strong. Okay, and then it is make up a lot of this kind of valley, and also the depression. What's more, and you can see the road right here, the road along the Xiangshui to the, this one should be the Lam Gam Gong Lu. Okay, Lam Cam Highway. Okay, is it called the Lam Cam Highway? Not really sure, indeed. Okay, and then you can see there are some road. This is building along the fault line as well. Okay, you can see also for the canteen, there's a lot of road building next to the fault line. Okay, what's more, if I'm talking about the road, you can also I can also introduce this to you. Okay, this is way more famous, which is a Tai Po road, and you can see the Tai Po road. You can see right here, there's a Tai Wai. This is a Tai Wai, and then once we are going up hill, which is the Tai Po road, and the Tai Po road indeed, can you see, is built along with the fault line, and although the fault line also also give rise to the reservoir, and you can find out the road is built along with the fault. Why? Because the fault can provide a relatively lower landscape to build a road. So it's the only road that going from Sha-Tin to Kowloon, and which we don't need a tunnel. Okay, only roads that really are road that traveling in between the Sha-Tin and also the Kowloon, which is built earliest among different routes in between Sha-Tin and Kowloon. Okay, so you can see how the fault thing can affect us. The pros will be creating reservoir, creating some lower land for building of new towns, and also creating some area that can let us build a road such as Tai Po Road, so on and so forth. Okay, and then so let's get back to the Shingmun Valley, and actually Shingmun Valley as a fortnight, it is going to giving a lot of denudation process, and I would like to show you different kinds of measures that is going to alleviate the impact of the Shingmun alleviate the landslide or the rock force problems. Okay,
You gotta be careful because in Hong Kong, it's not just about the problem of landslide, okay? And you can see there's a lot of measures have been done in order to reduce the rock fall problem, because right here you cannot say, oh, we are against the landslide, right? And you can see right here is the tunnel, and then if the landslide or rockfall take place right here, it is quite tragic, because you can hear the voice of the traffic is quite busy indeed. And then if nothing have been done here, and the landslide and the rockfall will be very severe to the area. Okay,
I'm just going to explain why the faulting will also will more susceptible, which is more easy to have the mass wasting situation or the denudation situation. And you can see right here, it's also found that the road and also the reservoir are built along the faults, and you can find out easily. Okay, this one is the Dongchong Road, and then when you are taking the bus from the Dongchong to Tai O is right here, and then or Pui O is here, right here, sorry. Okay, and then you will pass through the Dongchong Road, and then it's indeed built along the faulting area. And why is it susceptible to the denudation or the weathering? Because first of all, the faults are the line of weakness, and then allowing more percolation of the water, and it allow more extra surface area for the chemical reaction, which is there's a loophole for the water to penetrate into the deeper surface of the rock, okay, and enlarging the area that the chemical weathering or even the physical weathering can be take place. Okay, and then there will be a lot of concentration and erosion, since there's a lot of water penetrating and then along the faults and forming the many valleys and also water inlets. Okay, and then just like Tulu Harbor, and it is also determine the location and orientation of major valley, just like the Shing Valley I've introduced river channel. And you may know the Shing River is flowing along the Sha-Tin Valley, okay, and also water inlet, which include the Tolo Harbor. Then this one will be according to this question, okay, which is talking about Lantau Island, and then what are the benefits, as I've said before, mainly Rosa, and then build up linking the Dongchong and Changsha and Dongchong, and then building up of big reservoir. What are the facts? And also it may you can see the cases of the Shingmun Tunnel. It may produce effect of rockfall and also landslide, and it may damage the infrastructure, just like the Shingmun River, Shingmun Tunnel, I mean, okay, and then serious weathering and erosion may trigger landslide, okay, even minor earthquake will occur. I first time to know that. And also, I would like to tell you let's see, wait a minute.
and you can see this one walking along the upslope, very exhausting, sorry. And then you can find there's a lot of measure against the mass wasting also. First of all, this one is a bit desperate, and then it's just trying to having a fence to withstand the landslide. And then right here you can see it's relatively better and relatively more preparatory. And then you can see there's a lot of drainage along with the retaining wall right here, okay, and some trees are allowed to grow along the wall, along the slope, okay, and then they can attach the soil. Again, sorry for the beeping, because just walk through a very upslope. And then you can see for here it is just also, can you see the dam right here, which is from the Shingmun Reservoir, and then through out here, and then you can find the slope is very steep, and then it's believed that a lot of landslide have been taking place. And then you can see it's not available for those junior hiker, okay? And so be careful if you are going to pass through this. And this also some of the signage or measures that can reduce the problem of the mass wasting in order to help the casualty that's brought by the mass wasting. Oh, I need to drink a water, help. And you can see this one is kind of quite old school mass wasting measures, and then this is a kind of trillium plaster, and then most of them are shotcrete, and then it's just black and dull in color. And then you can see some drainage is here, but it's blocked, so sad. Okay, and then you can find out that the efficiency or effectiveness of this kind of measure may not be very good. So maybe right here you can see another kinds of new mass wasting measures already. Okay, and then I will show you in another clip. Okay, so you can see there's different kinds of this quite up to date mass wasting measures. And you can see this one is the drainage, okay, which is going to drain the water once it is having a heavy rainfall. And then inside it you can find there are also some shotcrete inside. Nowadays there are some it's shotcrete indeed. If it's rock there, you can find it's another way around. Okay, until here, until the bottom of the slope, it is also the shotcrete. Okay, kind of shotcrete. I don't think that is really a shotcrete, but something like concrete. Okay, and then afterwards we are having different kinds of lead. And then first of all we are having a very small one, and then this is the smallest one inside, right inside the most inner part. Okay, and then one some smaller part, and then wow, this one very large. At least 3 layers of the lead is here, and then it seems it can protect it better. And then in general it is also allowing some greenery or allowing some plants or fungi to be developed here. And then some of the plants can be attached here, and then it can retain the moisture of the area. So maybe it's a good method or sustainable method. Okay,
to end with this video and also the entire video before the DSE, and I really hope that you can just like this video and then having a high flying for the result, and then you can aim higher. And what it is, aiming at the Thai motion of Hong Kong, which is the best of the Hong Kong. So I hope all of you can have a fulfilled journey, which is about the learning geography and then also learning the dynamic earth. Throughout the process, I know there's a lot of hardship because Mr. Leung is quite mean, and then sometimes Mr. Leung is quite scolding you. Please do bear with me. I'm too new to here, and then also I need to switch with the environment sometimes. And anyway, I hope you did enjoy the learning of geography. And then right here you may find a very beautiful landscape as well as the very beautiful future for you. Okay, and you can see there's a sun next to us. If we can keep ourselves moving and aim higher. Last word, please write your essay and DBQ until the very last minute. I beg you, please. Bye bye.